I chose to draw the palace of Charles V. I made this art piece looking into the circular patio that lies in the middle of the palace, looking between its towering pillars. I chose the colors green, blue, and red because I thought they felt the most vibrant and seemed to fit the art piece. The reason I chose to create the art kind of wild in its own way is because the palace has been changed multiple times in the past, and no one really knows what all the rooms and how it specifically looked like. So I took inspiration from Picasso, a famous artist who made almost every last one of his art pieces look weird and unique. He never really made it look real. He made it look odd and weird. That's why I chose to make my art piece colorful and wild. It's unique. Just like Picasso, my art piece is colorful and just crazy. It is its own form of the beautiful palace that still stands. The palace really is a beautiful thing to see, and there's no doubt that in its original form, it was a sight to see. But it's like trying to draw something you can only kind of remember. You can draw almost all of it, but then there's that little part that you can't quite remember what it looked like. It is surrealistic. It looks somewhat like what it's based off of, but not even close to accurate. Picasso created his art more colorful and expressive than realistic. His art was revolutionary for expressive art, and that's why he was my inspiration.
The Palace of Charles V is a building from the Renaissance in southern Spain. It is located on top of the hill of Azubica. Although the Catholic monarchs had already altered some of the rooms after the conquest that took place in 1492, they still left many rooms to their full glory. Charles V was a Holy Roman Emperor who intended to construct a permanent residence for himself, or as he claimed, un palacio digno de un emperador, a palace befitting an emperor. The plan of the palace is 56 feet high in a 207-foot square containing an inner circular patio. This was not common in Renaissance architecture. Historians of architecture have believed that the form of the domed rotunda for the Cathedral of Granada was determined by its function as an imperial mausoleum for Charles V. Charles V ordered the construction of the palace next to the Alhambra in order to enjoy its wonders, and so he put Pedro Machuca in charge of the architecture for the project. Pedro Machuca was an experienced architect who loved the Renaissance era. They only decorated the south and west facades fully, and the north and east only partially, because the building is attached to the Palace of Alhambra. Yet another beautiful palace, and much larger than the Palace of Charles V. Truly, the Palace of Charles V is a building built for an emperor.